there. So in this video I'm going to show you how I created Jim Kwik's peg method video using one of the many platforms called Doodly. And you might be thinking, I can't do that. But yes you can, because once you know how, you can do anything. So let's get started. Now what you're watching there is a preview. And what I'm going to create now is a new scene. So what you do is you add a new scene by pressing this button. And what you'll see is I have a blackboard. And I want to change it to a green chalkboard so that it runs congruent with my video. So go into scene settings, and then I untick this button, and then I tick the green chalkboard so you can see the different styles. You can have a right or left-handed person. And just a quick tip, what I found helpful is that if I have a character here speaking, I don't want my hand to be writing over them. So I change it for a left-handed writing style. I'm going to go back to right-handed. You can change it to different arms, or you can have a cartoon hand. So let's have a cartoon hand. Now swipe left means it's going to come from this way, from left to right. And here's another quick tip. Once you've finished your Doodly video, and you might want to then edit it, because for me I was adding different videos within, so I was using a video that I created in Doodly, then I created a video in a presentation in Canva, and then I had some other bits that I was doing in Picmonkey. So I put all of those together in a video editing program called Final Cut Pro, and I'm working from a Mac. So Mac comes with iMovie free, or Final Cut Pro, which you pay extra for. Now the other version to that for Windows is Filmora. Okay, now a quick tip here is I added extra seconds, because when I do export my video that I've created in Doodly into my video editing package, I want to make sure I've given myself enough time to play around with things. If I want to add a flip screen or something like that in the video editing package, if I don't have any time left at the end of the scene, then it cuts out some of the scene. And you will understand what I mean when we come to the Final Cut Pro part of things. Then I apply. So now I'm going to add a scene. So we're going to have a double click. You can double click or you can drag it in. And in the video to you, I didn't have this lady. I had a different lady, and she was called Amanda. So if you hover over your scene, you will see the different items being highlighted. And if you click onto any one of those items, you'll have these options at the top here. So I'm going to delete her, and I'm going to add the character called Amanda. I'm going to double click her. As you can see, she comes to the top of the screen. So if you can consider each one of these as different layers, we can send our layer back into another layer. And what I mean by that is, you can see these buttons up here. You can either bring your layer at the back or at the front. So let's send her to the back of the layers. So what she's doing now is she's teaching in front of the class, but you can see she's just a little bit too far backwards. So now she's in front of the table teaching them, and she's also in front of her desk. Does that make sense? Now if I go into her, I might want to change her so that she's this side of the screen, or this side of the screen. And this will enable you to tilt her. But most of these functions up here are in here. Right, the next thing you want to focus on is how long it's going to take your hand, if you like, to draw, Doodly, to draw your scene and your items. And if you look down here, this is way too long. So we're going to shorten that time. We go here and we bring that scene down. And if you have a look on the right hand here, as I move the scene, the timings will change. What I want is my teacher to appear after the background's been drawn. So if I go down here and find out where she is, and then I take her up by clicking on her and dragging her up, and I'm working from a trackpad. Okay, so now I'm just going to reduce the amount of time a little bit more. And you can see, if you look at the bottom here, how it's reducing. And now let's preview. And it's just a matter of judging what you want to say over your video to how long it's going to take for Doodly to create it. So with the cartoon hand, it gives you a bit of a different take. So that's probably a little bit too fast. You can see here, your whole clip is 31 seconds. So if I want to make that clip a little bit longer, just gonna extend that a little bit more. And then I want to add a speech bubble. Go up here, props, bubble. Go back, I just want to show you something. Sometimes you'll need to add your own images. And I've been adding and creating my own images from various platforms. So you just press that button and you just add them from your downloads or your desktop. And that's what I did with these bubbles. So you just double click, make the bubble a bit smaller, add a text, double click, enter the text, bring that down, and then if I go here, because I added the bubble, that will be at the end. I don't want the bubble to take that long being drawn, so I'll probably make that less. That'll do. Now let's preview. And if you want to jump the preview, you just go down here and skip it. That's a bit better. It's taken a little bit more time to draw. Gives you a little bit more time to actually speak in the scene. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.